There they go. It's gone. The Soviet Union has capitulated, giving us access to 50% of their stockpiled equipment. So we got some... Are those anti-tank guns? No, not 107mm. That would be one hell of an anti-tank gun, wouldn't it? So we got some artillery, armour trains, and general crap. Excellent. So, Communist China. Soviet Union. Liberate, liberate, liberate. We should liberate all of these. I have the biggest war score. But the first thing we should do is go and see where the oil is. Because France could do with a little bit of oil. Unless I liberate them and make them into puppets. So, liberate to Far Eastern what? There's a lot to do here. Is there anything that I recognise? A supervised state. Turning it into a puppet state. Satellite Latvia and Estonia. They seem a bit more expensive. The Republic of Ukraine. See, those are good things to do. But I want the one with the oil. First, we're going to see where the oil is. You are French, not American. What's this one? Karelia. Republic of Georgia. Aha. Well, I can't do all of them, unfortunately. Armenia. These are tiny... Oh, it does actually say on here Azerbaijan and Dagestan and stuff. Okay. Do you know what? I think it's easier to trade with America and get the oil and worry about that. There's more in Romania. I thought there was more oil here, actually. Oh, this is the one. What's this one? What have I just picked? Take Azerbaijan. I don't really want to do that, so can I undo that? But can I... So I don't really want to control an area over here. It's a right pain in the ass. Hey, Ellen Brooke. Welcome back. Cool if you could give territories to nations not in the war. Like give Karelia to Finland. Yeah, actually, stuff like that would be quite good. But then I guess your allies would be thinking, oi, they weren't involved in this. We get it before them. France helps the Soviet Union to see the true path of democracy. Should we go that for fun? I think we might do that for fun. I don't think I've ever seen a democratic USSR. So this is Azerbaijan. What's this? Can I not right-click on this and do something? I don't want to take it. But I wanted to... Is it going to be up here? Republic of Turkmenistan. Am I just going to have to guess? Because this screen isn't big enough to show me. Republic of... Oh my god, there's so many. Does it say... It's going to be 660, so is it going to be... But it won't cost that, will it? Oh, bollocks to it. I can't be bothered. Right, let's do that. It's going to be an expensive one because of the oil. Let's guess that. Turkmenistan. There. France liberates Vladivostok Independent Republic. Where's Vladivostok? Does it show me? Or it just takes it off? Can I right click? Oh, is it up there somewhere? Okay. Not where I thought then. Uzbekistan is down there. Kazakhstan is huge. Oh, man, if I can't do that in this go anyway. The Komi Republic. I'm guessing it's one of the more expensive ones. Armenia, which I think we looked at, didn't we? Yep. Ah, there we go. That's the one I want. Right. Republic of Belarus. Can we do that as well? No. Okay, so that'll do. Let's make a load of satellites, shall we? I'm going to do that. What's this big one here? The Republic of Ukraine. A bit too big. Let's pass then. Can we get it on the next one? No. Yes. That's quite big. What have we got? Pass. Pass. 600. Republic of Armenia. It's small. Little one. Try and get somewhere big. Belarus. Yep, we'll have Belarus. Can we do anything else in the same? You can give Kavkaz to Armenia if you want to secure oil. I'm not worried too much about it. We've got the big oil one. Well, we kind of have. There'll be one of our puppets that we can deal with. Republic of Armenia. Okay, so I can only do one at this anyway, so that's done. It is an expensive one, that. Is there a reason why it's so expensive? Is there any resources in there that I'm not seeing? I don't see any particular advantage in that. Kazakhstan. Let's take a look at that one. That's huge. I think we should save up and do that, don't you? We skipped it a couple of times there. No, that's the wrong one. Has it just gone? There's Uzbekistan. Have I lost it? Maybe I've been too slow in that. Give back Lithuania to Lithuania. That might be nice. Should be a good guy. That isn't what I wanted. Anyway, let's go up to the top and see what we've got. Liberate to Kazakhstan. Republic of... I wish this was bigger. Why can't this screen here be bigger? There's no reason for this to be this small that I can see on this bit. There's so many little places. Armenia is that little one down there. Satellite Kazakh. That's what I was looking for. Right. Let's do that. And then we'll maybe go back looking at these places. Is it Liberate? Are these all just satellites? So where's Liberate? What's this one? This is... Is this... I don't actually want to take those. I've never really considered this to be a problem before, but I don't think I've ever carved up the Soviet Union quite like this. So it's quite hard to see what it is because it all runs off this edge. Alright, let's start looking at Armenia. I'm going to do that. Obviously, we're not going to do it this turn. Pass. What else can we do? Satellite, the Vladivostok. The Republic of Uzbekistan. Let's do that one next. Oh, it's gone. I was too late. Oh, it's just moved. No, hang on, it's just moved. Let's do that. This will never again be such a powerful block. This is gonna look horrible afterwards. I promise you, it's gonna look absolutely awful. I'm good, thanks, Cringe. How are you? Apart from being somewhat underslept, I feel utterly exhausted from... I don't know, I did sleep last night. I didn't have a problem with that. It's just, I feel like... I have been suffering from a very mild cold. Like one of them weird ones where you don't get a runny nose, but you just get headaches and stuff all week. And a sore throat. So I've been feeling crap like that all week. But I feel like I need about 6 hours more sleep. Well, we've got through most of it. Mongolia. A supervised state. Can't do that yet. Mongolia is a supervised state. Ha ha ha. Let's liberate that. And let's do that. Is that anything? Or are we now done? Oh no, there's still stuff left to do. We could. Do I care? I'm done. I can't be bothered. You guys can have it. So what have we got? What does it look like? We have a very interesting set of places there now. That is a lot more colourful. This looks more like a Crusader Kings map now, doesn't it? Especially with all this down here. Look at all this. So we should have... Do we have subjects? We have a lot of subjects. Yes, brilliant. We should change this to suppressing subjects. Start. Okay, so that puts France in a very interesting position. Because if we look at the oil situation, we've been trading loads with America. We don't need 232. So let's drop that by some. Not that this matters because we're gonna stop now, but we should have. Does it not highlight which are your puppets then? This is the Azerbaijan, and we're gonna see. Is it? It's not at the top, is it? If I do that. Yes, it is. We will have that. For 6 factories, we get 61. Well, it's a better deal, but it's not perfect. Okay, that's the kind of thing I wanted. Secure the oil supplies like that. Nice. Okay, yep. Well, a raise at Christmas is always good. Gonna get a glass of wine to celebrate? I think that sounds like a good idea. Wait, I didn't know Germans drunk wine. I thought it was just all beer. And mulled wine, of course. Message from the Japanese shogunate. Okay. So, we could probably see where somebody else might want to go to war, but at that point, I think we're done with this campaign. I think we're done. I don't think there's any more wars kicking off. We're not involved in a war, are we? Hungary claims overlordship over Slovakia. Really? Are they going to kick things off in the middle of that? Let's just check. What the world looks like if Russia and China hadn't unified the region. For some reasons, upgrading AA guns gives you blueprints for heavy guns. Yeah, I think... well, you've got like the more portable AA guns, haven't you? Like the Bofors type guns. And like the 20mm cannons and stuff like that. And then you've got the big stuff, like you had the 88mm flak, the British 5.5-inch guns. I think, did they start off as AA guns and then discovered they were actually very effective in the artillery role? No, it wasn't the 5.5-inch ones. It was something else. 90mm maybe? I'm sure they weren't called that at the time. German Republic rejects Hungarian demands. Message from China. It's not kicking off again. We're at peace. I think that is the perfect place to wrap up that campaign. So, let's look at what we achieved. So, starting off as France, we, despite an odd set of AI from both Germany and Italy and the USSR, which was maybe unfortunate, and we maybe got a bit of a break from that, I don't know. But we held our borders. We did the initial plan, which was to lure Romania, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and Yugoslavia into the Little Entente, into the faction. And they got drawn into the war earlier, which did see them knocked out very quickly, but it kept the Germans busy whilst we got the forts up, because it was all about maintaining France's borders. That's all that mattered. If our allies fell, well, you know, it was a sacrifice I was willing to make. So that all worked. We held the lines. We did kick the Italians out of North Africa, but we had the British helping. Actually, the British didn't get involved in the war for a long time. That's something else that really shocked me when I started this playthrough and when the war kicked off. I thought the British would instantly jump in to defend Belgium and the Netherlands, you know, because I thought they'd be guaranteeing their independence, but nope. So we were at war by ourselves for a long time. We did manage to persuade Britain to join us eventually, and that helped us win North Africa. I think that was what swung North Africa, actually. But anyway, we did that, and then we spent a lot of time building up the economy, because I'd put a lot of effort into fortifying the borders and other things at the start of the game, and our industry was still lacking. We still had a lot of those horrible debuffs that the French get at the start of the game. You know, lack of workers, disjointed government, all that. So we spent a lot of time just building up and then going for Italy. And Italy fell really quickly and easily. It wasn't the big epic fight I thought. Also, Greece never fell. Greece held out. Now, I don't know whether this is because of the new supply rules, which made it possible to get supply to armies down here, and very difficult for the Axis, with what looks like one single railroad supplying their forces. But Greece never fell. It always held out here. And this lasted throughout the war. So that was quite different. But yeah, Italy went. And then we had the choice of going into Germany through the south, a mountainous region. And I think I just swung it round and came through this way, which is a lot more fun. They just crumbled. Germany never attacked Norway, which is, again, extremely odd. And once all that settled down, we found that the USSR eventually kicked off in about 1946 and attacked Romania and got their asses kicked. Did you see 31 Luxembourgian divisions? Oh, it summarised the whole lot. Yeah, it's it does look like a lot there, doesn't it? You think, what? Sometimes I do that when I'm going across a map. You know, you'll just see a flag up that you think, that looks totally wrong. And it's funny how it sometimes groups things up. Over in the east, the idea was to turtle up in Saigon and just hold on to that to try and keep as much of the rubber as we could for as long as we could and to give us a base to strike back from, because this was going to be our rubber supply. It never got challenged. Siam never came in. I'm pretty sure they were in a faction with Japan and at war with China and stuff, but nothing ever came of that. It was very, very odd again. Japan failed to beat China. The Allies actually knocked out Japan really quick. It happened when we weren't watching. We were tunnel visioned in over here, and I noticed that the Americans had taken Iwo Jima, but you know, this was all Japanese still, and a lot of this, but they had a jumping off point. Next thing I knew, there was British and American divisions all over here, and Japan had surrendered. So that was a huge surprise. And then the USSR comes in at the end. So, and it gives us something to fight, actually, because if Germany had gone to war with them, I think Germany would have crumbled even quicker. It was such a strange game. It wasn't what I expected, and I don't know whether that was just the random events which may have turned it like that. Something to do with the big update, or something to do with the No Step Back expansion. It's hard to say. It is hard to say. So I quite like the new national focus tree for France that came with La Resistance. That's the first time I have fully played through with it to sort of experience it. It does give you definite options, and you can bring back the old monarchy and stuff if you please. I think there's an option for that, isn't there? I've said it now, so there must be. I'm sure there was somewhere. Is it not down here in that lot? I'm pretty sure there is. Is it this? It might be this. Secure the crown. I'm sure it's that one anyway. So I like that in national focus trees, where you've got options to really change the government about. Sorry, we've got a jet going over. Nice timing. Quite low, that one. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, it looks like the mic's picking that up. And yeah, not much to do with the air and the navy, as much as I thought. A lot of this stuff very, very quickly, and this stuff over here, it very quickly blocks you out of particular lines if you take another option. So you're never going to get everything in a game. Oh, I never went for that. I must have gone past that so many times. We have to be at peace. Referendums in various parts of our colonial empire will be held. Some parts may choose to become fully independent instead. Do you think we should do that and see what happens to France? Go on then. I'm going to do the French Union thing. Let's see if they vote for me. We've got 70 days, so I'm happy for that to tick over for 70 days and see what that turns into. Will I play as the Germans next? Well, I've done a playthrough as Germany recently, so I won't do that. It was fun. We conquered the world. It was quite good. It's the only game, I think, where I've had a huge air force that actually outstripped the British air force. The British always build up a huge air score by the end of the game. But Germany, I focused on the air force right from the start, to the detriment of some other things. And it was nice to have one that actually swamped Britain for once. Poland is interesting. Ah, what's this? Silesia. And what's that one called? I don't actually know. Oh, am I in the... Kashubia. I've never heard of that. I don't know this region all that well, I must admit. I know this region a bit better. And this region quite a bit better. Funny that. But, we're on pause. Let's move that on. The Republic of Ukraine. Yeah. I don't think China's going to go to war with us. I certainly hope they're not. I have no interest in in fighting them. Let's... Should I just disband all my armies? It was fun, we conquered the world. It's a nice way of playing a game, that. What's the Paradox game, the Roman one, like? Is it Imperator? Imperator Rome or something? Because I know it's on a similar sort of theme as this. And there are other... Oh, we never got that done? Okay. Well, we've got it now. So I'll switch that over. Just going through the motions, really, because I'm not expecting to ever have to need them. I just want to see what this referendum is like and see what happens to France afterwards. Imperator Rome, yeah. What's that one like? I've watched a couple of people playing it, but I don't know whether it's really worth getting into or not. So we finally got all that democracy support up. I'm just gonna... Oh, I'll tell you what, I will do that. Because it would be fun to just say we've got that one finished. And I suppose... I don't know, do we get points for researching tech? Let's have some strategic bombers. We might need to nuke somebody yet. You never know. Yeah, the Imperator Rome things. I've seen... the maps look a bit more... Obviously, because it's not the whole world. They look a bit more sort of Europa Universalis type. But moving the armies around looks more Crusader Kings. So, I don't know if it's any good. You haven't played it? A few friends of mine have it and said it wasn't that good. I know it wasn't that great when it came out. There was some issues and it wasn't received as well as they'd hoped. Which surprised me because I thought, well, you know, they've got the models for that sort of strategy game from here and the past ones, haven't they? A mixture of this, Crusader Kings and the Europa games. So you'd think they'd be able to get it together right, but I know it wasn't received too well, but I thought there was a big update since launch on it that changed a few things, that improved things. But haven't played it, and I don't know. So, is there a way to be pacifist and unite the world into one big empire? Well, I was going to say no, but now with the espionage rules, could it be possible to just go out there and let's change him to quiet intel network so we don't lose that. Would it be possible to actually do things like that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That looks like I've just broken that. So, how many people can go shouting propaganda? Can I put the entire crew? Can I do all of this? Let's put it all in. Oh, no, I don't want propaganda. I want boost ideology, don't I? The Mariana Islands have cancelled their non-aggression pact. I do hope they're not trying to... Oh, I need to do this on each one, don't I? That's why. Okay, right, just pause a sec. I've messed this up. So forget about the propaganda. We want the ideology. That would also be a nice finish to the game if we manage to do that, but I don't think we will. I've got quite a lot of agents working Spain over now. See if we can flip them. I don't know if there's a limit. There should... I mean, this is like we've got an office in every city. Come and join your local Democratic Party. Okay, I can't actually see what the the score is from that. It should improve a bit. Does it say how much it's going up? Popularity 30.3%. So it's changing. It is actually changing quite fast with all that on. What's that options? Make resistance contacts. I don't think we need to do that. So I just want to see how France is going to vote. This is... this could break up my French Empire completely, couldn't it? This could be the end of the glorious Republic. It was quite nice taking parts of Italy. There's a few nice resources to be had there. Reparations. Yeah, okay. So I've quite enjoyed this one. Very different playthrough. It felt like some bits were slightly broken, but I don't know whether that was just the chance of the game, or the DLC, or the update, or a combination of all three. But it was still fun. And so whilst it didn't quite work out how I was going to, or didn't go quite to the plan of what I expected it to, the start and the end result and the goal was all the same. So it's worked out well. And this looks really interesting now. Very different colour. Right, let's see what happens here. The French Union. So, Indochina votes against the Union. The referendum results coming from Indochina paint a grimmer picture than expected. While few in the capital believed that the nationalist hotbeds would vote to join the Union, it appears that nationalist sentiments are far wider spread than previously believed. In the event, no part of the territory returned a majority to join the Union. Nationalist activists are already clamouring for immediate secession from France, even at the cost of war, believing that this is the moment to gain their national independence. Southern Indochina, Tonkin and one other resistance target plus 100%. Syria votes against the Union. Central Africa votes to leave. West Africa votes to leave. North Africa votes to leave. Okay, so what that has done, I think, I don't know what I could have done to make that go differently. They haven't actually left, but what they have done is increase the resistance targets in all those places. So basically, it's by picking that, I've stirred up a nest of hornets and made every area into a hotbed of rebellion, I think. Everywhere except mainland France, which is probably historically accurate. But what could I have done to do that otherwise? I don't know. But that's how that works. I didn't really expect it to go much different. But I'm trying to think of a reason why I would do that in the future. Because it sounds like one of those things that's just likely to backfire and you end up shooting yourself in the foot. Very curious. Well, we got the bigger guns. Is there anything else to discuss about this game, do you think? This particular playthrough? Anything else you would like to say or note? You should never do it as France. Yeah, why is it? I'm trying to think. Unless, no, because if you're playing as Algeria or somewhere, which I don't know if you even can. No, you can't because it's under French control. So you wouldn't get to pick that. Unless you wanted to try and see if you could release, if you wanted to play as Vietnam and let it be released. I don't know. Why would you go through all that? I don't know. You're kind of bored of France? It's a very different channel. Just got a message from Twitch. Suspicious user detection is now live on your channel. This feature uses machine learning to identify potential channel ban evaders in your community. Learn more on the Safety Center. Actually, that was 9 days ago. Twitch is like one of the worst platforms for notifying you of messages and stuff like that. It really is bad, and most of it's just rubbish. Do we have suspicious users? It's you. I think all my users are slightly suspicious. All of you. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. So. Curious. Let's have a look at the I'm just going to... Yeah, let's exit to menu from this. But let's go and have a look. United Kingdom comes top. France comes third. With a pretty poor score, really. It's the air score. It's the air score that does it. Number of fleets, 32. Surprised we won on that. We did well on the factories. The US goes mad on that. Number of controlled provinces. The Russian Federation is still top and we're second. Well, overall, we've made France into a world power from the end of it, haven't we? From all of that. We're actually a naval power. We are in the top 3 for everything, I think. So that's even this. Oh, we're second. Okay. Yeah, all right. I will take that as a win. I'm not going to worry too much about the overall score. The Allies, Britain, always gets a huge air score. Massive air score. I didn't think we were doing bad by the end, but it's not racked up like that as anyway. Probably because of the bombing, I would suspect. So let's have a look. Let's quit that. We'll just take a quick look at the USSR tree. And I'll decide if I want to... I won't start it now, but I'll decide if I want to in the future go and play through that. In fact, have I got... Let's see if my wife's back from work yet. My dog's not been very well overnight. And when I say not very well, yes, I do mean a bed full of shit. Poor dog. I do feel sorry for him. But I had to go out this morning to work, and I came back and he'd been ill again. So she's not back yet, so I should probably go and just make sure that the kids are managing all right. So when I got back from work, I didn't have time. I cleaned the dog up. I didn't have time to clean his bed and bedding up and stuff, so I just got, with all the contents, out the back door and left for somebody else to sort out. So I've got a stream in 15 minutes. I don't have time for this. Let's have a look. At least that's